Yes, there are thousands in our family. Their work is an integral part of what will be the best picture of the year and of every picture of every year. The award that is about to be given then is a tribute to each and every one of them. The best motion picture is...
Hi, I'm Ben Mankiewicz. Welcome to TCM, where we're on day 8 of this year's 31 Days of Oscar Film Festival. Previously tonight, we brought you George C. Scott delivering an Oscar-winning performance in 1970's Best Picture winner, Patton. And George C. Scott connects us to our next film tonight, an Oscar-winning drama from 1961, The Hustler. Paul Newman is the star, playing the title role. He's Fast Eddie Felson, a pool player, good enough to hustle some money playing in bars. But is Eddie good enough to make real money by playing and beating the best? As you'll see over the next couple of hours, Newman shines as Fast Eddie. Though he'd made 12 movies by this time, this performance in this film is largely credited with taking Paul Newman from star to Hollywood superstar. As good as Newman is, the supporting cast is nearly as compelling. Newman's co-stars, Piper Laurie, Jackie Gleason, and George C. Scott, were each nominated for Oscars as well. Scott's nomination made the most news because just as he did 9 years later when he was nominated for Best Actor for Patton, Scott turned down the nomination. He literally refused to accept. Scott just didn't feel right competing with other actors for a prize. Scott had been nominated 2 years earlier as Best Supporting Actor in Anatomy of a Murder. He did not turn down that nomination, but found himself put off by the entire process, calling it a meat market. Scott vowed never again to have anything to do with the Oscars, and he made good on that pledge. From 1961, nominated for 9 Oscars, winning 2. Here's Paul Newman in The Hustler. The role of Findlay in The Hustler was played by 38-year-old Murray Hamilton. Hamilton was never really a big star, certainly not close to the scale of Paul Newman or George C. Scott. Unlike those 2 Oscar winners, Murray Hamilton was an actor who just often seemed to pop up in great movies. Hamilton was a professional who could take a small, unassuming role and then turn it into something special, as he did in Anatomy of a Murder, Jaws, The Way We Were, Seconds, and The Hustler. Hamilton also had an important role in director Mike Nichols' 1967 classic, The Graduate. And that's the film we have coming up next, The Graduate, with Murray Hamilton serving as our 31 Days of Oscar link. Stay with us.